my channel on YouTube, and I'm so happy to see you. I'm coming at y'all looking a little crazy because I decided at the last minute to come and give y'all a review real quick. My hair was in, under something. I just combed it out. This is unplanned, last minute, so excuse the roughness, the craziness, but I wanted to talk to you guys about 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After. Now, you guys know I just got on to Life After Lockup and also Love After Lockup within the last year. And I found out about 90 Day Fiancé, and while I was at work, I watched the episode and I didn't take notes. So I'm gonna go based off of memory. But I really enjoyed the show when I watched it today at work. So I'm just going to give you guys a real quick rundown about the episode. And we'll see if it's something I'll continue to watch and review or what will happen. But this episode, I really liked it. So I got to finally see Angela and Michael. Now, Angela and Michael, I never watched the show, of course, but I always know who they are because they're always on social media because someone's talking about Angela and Michael. I don't remember. I think it was 90 Day Fiancé that had Usman and Lisa. I watched that. So I watched Usman and Lisa. The lady that keeps coming back with the surgery and she has a twin sister, she was on that one, Big Ed. And so I watched that one. So, so be patient, or not be patient, but bear with me. Okay, so Michael and Angela. So Angela's at home. She's weighing herself. She goes to use the bathroom, weighs herself again, thinking it was going to be a big difference. So Angela has put on 72 pounds, I want to say, or 70 pounds. And she's feeling really a little bit, not too happy with it because she don't want to get any bigger and she want to be sexy for her man. She lives with her daughter, and her daughter named Skyla, S-K-Y-L-A, because when they showed her, it was just S-K-Y-L-A, but okay. They live in Georgia, and basically she says they've been together. They did the K-1 visa. It got denied. So she went to Lagos, married Michael. Now there's the vid going on, and they applied for another K-1 visa, and they're awaiting an answer. I think I got it right. But he's still in Lagos. He hasn't been to America yet. That's the one thing, because I think it's been a while since they've been together, and they've never been able to have that situated where Michael is coming to America. But Angela's been to Lagos. They got married and all that other stuff. I'm just gonna go down everyone instead of doing scene by scene because, like I said, I didn't make notes. So Angela has a consultation because she wants to get surgery. Now we see Michael. Michael is, I guess, changing up a niece or helping change a niece, which brings up the conversation about if he wants to have kids, because Michael's 32 and Angela's 54. So they're having that conversation about whether or not he wants to have kids and if Angela's going to give him kids. And the lady who I think is his mom was like, wouldn't it be a better idea if Angela saves the money she's going to have the surgery to use it towards a surrogate to help you have kids? Michael doesn't want Angela to have surgery, and I feel like it's because he doesn't want anything bad to happen to her, and also because he doesn't want her to get sexy too much and for it to go to her head. But he doesn't have any children, and I'm not gonna say the family doesn't like him just yet because I don't know the history of their relationship, but what I can see is mostly like, okay, they want grandkids. Like I said, I'm thinking this is his mom, but she wants grandkids, and it'll be a good idea for Michael to have kids, and basically throwing out there like, maybe you should just marry a girl, a local girl, and have some babies, because he is 32, ain't no man gonna have babies forever. As long as they ejaculate, they can have kids. But women, it's a different story. But then that's what happens in Lagos. Then we see Angela. She was outside with the kids. This is before we went to Michael, but she's outside with the kids. They're running around. I think she has 5 grandchildren. I'm assuming all those grandchildren are Skyla's grandchildren. And the kids don't, they look different. I think I saw a couple of biracial ones, and then just the ones who are like uniracial. But it looks like, you know, I don't know if all the kids are Skyla's kids, but we do know all the kids are Angela's grandchildren, and we know that she only has 1 child. But okay, like I said, I don't know the history of the show. But anyways, she said she's tried weight loss pills, you know, all that stuff we saw on Instagram. Nothing worked. I guess she was trying to exercise. It doesn't work. She says the kids are worried about her, but she just wants to do what she, you know, gotta do. So she's going to Beverly Hills, which has me like, she must have a hefty coin because she's going to Beverly Hills. But she lives in Georgia. Couldn't she have found a good surgeon in Georgia to do the procedure for her? But okay, it's whatever. So she gets on a plane. She goes to Georgia. And this is what had me like, she has to be on liquids before she has the surgery and after. So liquid only, no solids. That's like a fast. So if I were to just drink liquids, no solids, I would lose weight. That's the idea, right? If you don't eat any solid food, you just drink, let's say like a lemon water, green tea, green smoothies. I don't know what else you're supposed to eat, but that stuff, you're gonna lose weight. And if after she has the surgery, she can't have solids, which I'm assuming is because of, you know, to prevent complications. But you could lose about 20, 30 pounds from doing just that. So, and of course, the kids were putting her business out because they're like, oh, she eats cupcakes, cookies, candy, chocolate, all of that. So it's going to be, okay, you want the surgery, but you got to keep the surgery. I mean, yeah, you got to keep the surgery intact and not put any weight on once you have it. And they don't want her smoking. And she had a cigarette on the way. Actually, she smoked a cigarette when she got there. And it was funny because she was like, oh, I guess she was doing so well of not smoking. But when she got to California, she smoked. And it just so happens it's within the time frame of her to go to her consultation or for her surgery. So, you know, what was so funny, she got into the car, and she's talking to the girl who's driving, and then she calls her lady, and the lady's like, you know, talking to her, and one lady's like, oh, did you smoke? She's like, oh, I can't hear you, you're breaking up. Oh, Angela. But, you know, the lady's like, okay, well, you know, because she said I had some eggs. Then she throws in grits, and then she throws in sausage. So I was like, you had a whole meal. Because I thought she was just going to say, I just had some eggs this morning. But then she, you know, and I was waiting for her to say something else after she said sausage. Because I'm like, what else? So, you know, she got to keep it cute. Because what they're saying is, the reason she can't smoke is because I think it could, the wounds won't heal properly. So it's to keep her safe, healthy, and alive. So you can't have the solids, and you can't have a cigarette, which is really serious. So she really has to, you know, keep in line. And even after the surgery, she's going to have to keep in line. It's a serious thing. And we'll see what happens. I saw pictures, so it looks like she did go through with it. But it's going to be nice to see the whole situation and how this goes. But that was basically what happened between Angela and Michael. When they showed Michael taking off his shirt, I didn't need to see that. And you guys, I didn't take any notes, and there were so many one-liners that had me cracking up. on this episode that I wish like I wrote down, but I thought I was gonna come home and watch it again, but it's still fresh in my mind, so let's go off like this. Okay, so I enjoyed Angela and Michael. Natalie and Mike. Okay. Natalie's from Ukraine. Mike is American. Natalie and Mike are godparents to a child that their friends just so happen to, you know, have. From what it sounds like, Mike was the dude that was trying to get Natalie, riding hard to get Natalie's attention, trying to talk to her, and she didn't want him, and then she finally gave in. Mike is really corny. And don't take this wrong, he's white boy corny. That's the, his mannerisms, his little jokes like, hey, 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 oh yeah, I did that. That's what I see that the corny frat boys do, right? But what I don't like is that he seems so nonchalant. You know, it's kind of funny in the beginning when they were talking about their history, but now they're talking and, you know, he doesn't want to wear his wedding ring. He called off the wedding and he told producers that he doesn't want to talk about it. But later on, Natalie says that he called off the wedding because of his mom. And it just sounds like it's been so complicated, and it's like, that's the stuff I don't like. I don't like that whole thing of a dude riding so hard to talk to you, and then once you finally give him a chance and they acting like they don't want you, and I don't like that. And that's the vibes I got from Mike, and it's cringy. I don't like it. And Natalie is like, I don't, this is the first episode, so I don't see her doing anything too bad. But these people be like, oh, we argued and we weren't getting along, but we got married. And if I am with somebody and we are planning to get married, because he didn't even want to get married at first. They set up a wedding date. He cancels the wedding and she still married him after that. Hey, okay. But that's the gist I get of their story. But basically, you know, they go to get a ring. He feels like she's making a big deal out of it. And it's like, I don't know. I have seen a lot of guys who don't like that. And it's just so cringy. And it's very uncomfortable to know that women are so proud to wear a ring and be like, oh, I'm somebody's wife. And this person, you know, if you want to marry me, we get married in front of the church, in front of friends and whatever, and I'm representing you and you're representing me, why don't you want to wear a ring? Why don't you want to wear a ring? Dear men, why don't y'all want to wear rings? Why y'all don't be feeling proud? Like, why don't y'all be like, yeah, I'm a married man, I got me a wife, you want to see a picture of her? Like, these cartoons mess us up because they made us think men are romantic, and it seems like they're not. Men are not romantic. They be like, all right, you want to get married? All right, let's go get married. All right, let's sign the papers. All right, we married. Okay, you happy now? Yeah, you happy now? That's how it seems. But, you know, and he said $3 ring. I don't know. But hey, we'll see how it goes. But so far, Mike, I don't like the way he is acting towards Natalie. Okay? Next, we have, y'all, Elizabeth and Andre. So, I don't remember their backstory. All I know is Elizabeth's brothers don't like Andre. Andre is a little cocky one, ain't he? He likes to run his mouth, don't he? He think he hot, don't he? Because I was watching Andre and I'm like, man, sit down. So, he has a real estate license. Find out. Because I don't know if this is true or if she was just playing around. But Elizabeth's sister, he copied off of her and got the license. So technically she helped him get the license. And they're taking pictures so he can, I guess, do a little profile or business cards or whatever. And then he's like, I'm going to get $100,000 loan from your dad to open up. Now, I'm not going to lie to y'all. When I thought about doing my own YouTube channel, I went and got a phone. My brain was like, okay, I need a YouTube room. I need an office. I need to get some backdrops. I need to get lighting. And I was like, but hold your horses. Where you gonna get all this money to get all this stuff? Now, granted, I can get off of Amazon for a cute little buck. But if I'm not monetized yet, I'm not gonna be doing all that extra. So I had to slow myself down. And okay, fine, I have my phone, you know, because I was not about to buy a camera. I was like, oh, but the camera, but no. This one right here is all about the Emerald Louu brand, okay? The one I'm recording on right now. And I let everything go. Because when I get monetized, I can do the little extra things of having like a whole backdrop and extra lighting. Y'all just getting basic now. Because I'm fresh on this thing. I just started a few months ago. So sometimes you want to jump in because you watch people and you're like, oh, I want to do this like they're doing it. And I want to do that too. But sometimes like you got to crawl before you walk. And he don't want to crawl before he walks. He just wants to run. So he's like, oh yeah, your dad gonna give it to me. And then we find out it's a family business. And the brothers are involved in it, the ones that he beefing with. And the sister is also involved. So now I'm like, this is a whole web of what the F? Because it's going to be real. He thinks it's going to be simple. I don't think it's going to be simple. So he meets up with the dad and asks the dad for the loan. And the daddy said no. And they show us a clip of the daddy asking him or telling him, well, you could work with me. He was like, I don't want to work for you. That's not his accent. Basically saying, I don't want to work for you. I ain't working for you. I'm working by myself. You can't make me work for you. That's not going to happen. But you want a loan from the man. So he said, you're going to work for me first. You're going to get your feet wet. You're going to test out the waters. And then maybe just then I'll give you a loan. How you... And... tell me I'm tripping, but didn't the brother say at the wedding that you ain't gonna live off his paw? And you're about to live off the paw. Because even though it's a loan, why don't you go to the bank and get $100,000 loan, See, I'm gonna like this, okay? You're too cocky, you're too big-headed, and you're doing too much. But we're going to see what's going to happen with Elizabeth and Andre because child, it look like it's going to be a hot mess. Let's get into Brandon and Julia, shall we? Okay, so Brandon and Julia, I forgot where she's from, but they met in Korea. Or they didn't really meet in Korea because his homeboy met her in Korea. Then the homeboy told her that you would be cool with my homeboy and yada yada yada, but he went to Korea to meet her. I didn't peep how old Brandon is, but he lives on a farm with his parents. He went to go see Julia, and I'm not sure whether he proposed to her the same trip or a different trip, but he proposed. They came to the States and they're married, I think. But she didn't know she was going to go on a farm. When she first got here, the mom didn't want them to sleep in the same room, even though they were married, I think. She had to clean up animal poop and clean animals and all this nasty, disgusting stuff, okay? And she was like, you know, make up your mind. You want to be with me or you want to be with your mom and your parents? And basically, he was like, listen, my Julia don't like this, and we're going to move out. She's like, all right, fine. Y'all can sleep in the same room. Go ahead. So Brandon just got a new job and he's gonna go to Vegas to celebrate. Did he even start the job yet? Did he get a pay advance? But hey, I was gonna say not my business, but it is my business because they're talking about it on the show. Anyways, we already knew or I knew, okay, I knew Julia was gonna get to Vegas and she was gonna be like, oh my God, yeah, okay, yeah, this is it. And that's exactly what happened. She was like, we should live here. And oh, I love when Brandon said, I forgot to tell you, tomorrow we're gonna go look at a house right down the street. And Julia was like, are you kidding? And he's like, of course I'm kidding. Then she's like, hey, you joke. I be serious and you joke, Brandon. And then he was like, okay, you know what? All right, I'll quit my job. We'll live in the car in a cardboard box on the street. Yo, Brandon, I love it. I love it because it's like, I'm not going to yell at you and tell you, you know, we can. And I'm not going to tell you yes, but I'm going to do it in a way. And he told her, this is the real world. Like, we have to get money. And then she said, because in my head, I was like, so why you don't have a job? But then she was like, I wait for my green card. And then when I get my green card and my work permit, I move on. I can't. Ungrateful bitches. Okay, ungrateful. She's ungrateful. Okay, she gonna learn. That's what I love, because people think money in America grows on trees, and we just have a tree in our backyard and we just pull $20 and $100 and $50 off of a branch in our backyard or something until they get here. It's like, oh, you gonna find out. We got rent, we got car insurance. Okay, we got water. We gotta pay for water. Okay, we gotta pay for light. We gotta buy food. We gotta get shoes. Y'all about to find out, and she gonna find out, or she gonna move to Vegas. This just popped up in my head, but I wouldn't be surprised if Julia started OnlyFans or something like that. But hey, I'm not saying some, but I'm saying some at the same time. You know what I'm saying? But it's only been the first night. I don't even think they've done anything exciting yet, except for go to a restaurant, have drinks. And she's already like, oh, we should move. Because there's nobody bothering us and we're not on the farm. Like, hello, it's a vacation. Do you know what a vacation is? Everything is sweet in the beginning. But then life happens. It's like, okay, fun time over. Get to it. Get serious. So we about to see what's going to happen, because Julia, I don't know if this is on the preview for next episode, because I don't want to say what's going to happen on the previews for the next episode. But we're going to find out if Julia's going to hold it down with Brandon, or if she's going to leave him. Because all these girls claim they're in love with the man that married them. But we're going to find out. Okay, and last but not least, or lastly, we have Kalani and the S6E1-Be Louu. So Kalani is looking at a house. A S6E1-Be Louu is different. He has big boy energy, big brother energy. We know, I can tell from his vibe that he's a great dad. But I don't know if he's a serious person. Of course, he's met her. He was working at the resort that she went on vacation. He saw her boobs, her big pom-poms, the nice pom-poms, big pom-poms for pom-pom-poms. And I guess they had sex. And yeah. And that's how their relationship started. And of course, like most of these people, she got pregnant. They weren't sure they wanted to get married. And she got pregnant again. They're like, yeah, we got to get married. And they live at her parents' house with the 2 kids. And it's time for them to move out. He does ride sharing. There's nothing wrong with ride sharing, because I do Instacart from time to time. And Instacart, I love Instacart. Like, you can make money on Instacart. So I'm pretty sure by doing Uber and stuff like that, you could probably make money too. That's his income. I don't know if he doesn't have a work permit yet, or whatever the case is. Well, they do ask you for that information, don't they? Because they ask you for your driver's license, your vehicle registration, and stuff like that, right? Okay. But he doesn't have like a concrete job. They want to buy a house because they need to move out her dad's house, or her parents' house, excuse me. and have their own life. But her sister's lease is coming up, and she's going to come to the house, so it's going to be more people at the house. So I didn't really get much from them, but that's about it for Kalani and S6E1-Be Louu, right? Yeah, they met, had the first son, didn't really want to get married, but then had a second son, then decided to get married, and yeah. I don't know if there was anything else that was said that I didn't catch, but that's it for Kalani and S6E1-Be Louu. So that's the 5 couples that were on this episode. I'm pretty sure there's more because TLC loves to give us a full cast. Okay, so we'll see how this goes. And I mean, I'm impressed. I watched it today. I'm recording it right now, and I'm about to edit and upload it hopefully before the end of the day because it's 8:51 p.m. on a Wednesday night. So I hope you guys like my review. Tell me what you like about this show. Give me a little bit of background about these characters and these people. Is there anything special I should know? Is my judgment of them good? Do you agree with my sentiments? Like, comment, subscribe, share, follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And I will see you guys in the next video. Emerald Louu, and I'm out. Thank you for watching my video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel to show it some love. And until next time, you guys stay safe. Thank you.